Yeah. Hey, appreciate you. Everything that you doing for me. You must
Job ain't done yet.
Yeah.
Job ain't done yet.
Yeah. And Saturday, deliver the job.
But listen,
The boxing world is electrified by the showdown between a four-division champion and an undisputed king. Fans and pundits are divided, debating who holds the edge in skill, speed, and strategy. Amidst the noise, Gennady Golovkin has revealed the one devastating element of Canelo's game that he believes Crawford simply cannot handle.
I'll say he is the hardest, for sure. One of the fighters that hit very hard was Angulo. You know, he's a Cuban guy, and he punched very hard too. So I'll say both of them are like the same, but you know, with Canelo, I was just mentally ready for his shots. You know, I already told myself, I know I'm gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get hit on my chin, but it's, you know, I gotta bite down on my mouthpiece and push. You know, and look what happened in the third round. I got hit with a left hook. I dropped. We'd be practicing in camp the whole time, you know, keeping my right hand to my chin. And I wound up just moving, and he connected right on my chin. And you see how I punched my glove. You know, that's like a thing for me when my last time when I got dropped, I was punching my gloves. 'Cause I'm like, damn, I got hit with a shot. I'm not supposed to be on the floor. But, you know, it comes to boxing. You know, the greats done got dropped, you know, got hurt. But it's about how you come back and respond.
Gennady Golovkin knows Canelo Alvarez better than most. Having shared 36 intense rounds with the Mexican superstar, Golovkin has studied his power and timing closely. His insight on the Crawford fight cuts through the hype. Golovkin insists Canelo's most dangerous weapon isn't just one punch, but his signature fighting style.
Boxing IQ. He's a very good fighter. He's stronger. He is very compact. He is like a bull, you know. He's a smart guy.
Well, Gennady Golovkin responds, and this is what he had to say, quote, he says, Terence Crawford won't have a problem with Canelo's power because he doesn't have any power.
This isn't about wild brawling, Golovkin explains. It's calculated, relentless pressure. He highlights Canelo's ability to stand firm in the center of the ring, absorbing shots and breaking opponents down methodically. Golovkin warns that while Crawford is a brilliant fighter, he's never faced anyone with Canelo's size combined with that unique ring intelligence. Crawford tends to control fights from a distance, but Canelo will close the gap and force him into a fight he might not be built for unless Crawford can survive the initial 6 rounds of intense pressure.
Canelo, the biggest challenge of your professional career.
100%, yes.
He is the best opponent you will face.
He is, yeah, of course. Come on. Right now, this is the biggest fight in boxing. Come on. Third fight for us, you know. Canelo, everybody knows Canelo, you know, it's the biggest gift for people who really like boxing. Everybody's different situation, different way, different everything, you know, like, come on. Last fight in Canelo, he looked different, you know, not like a 168, 75, no, because different situation.
Well, he's not a regular guy, no, he's. Right now, I'm very happy because I have this fight because it's, you know, different level. I'm very interested.
Is it hard to concede that he's the best fighter you've fought, considering all the animosity around this fight and promotion? Of
course, he's, I don't know, best or not best fighter of my career. He's a real very good fighter. He's 100%. Yeah.
Adding a stark warning, Abel Sanchez, Golovkin's former trainer, predicts a grim outcome. Sanchez, who has seen Canelo's power firsthand, bluntly states Canelo is going to crush him. He admits Crawford's speed might give him an early lead, but warns that once Canelo finds his rhythm and lands his power shots even on arms and shoulders, the fight can change instantly. Sanchez doubts Crawford will have the leg strength at 168 pounds to stay mobile through 12 rounds, making him vulnerable to Canelo's destructive power.
It's a ridiculous fight myself. I think that Crawford is too small. Canelo is, in my opinion, the face of boxing right now. I think that look at his resume. I think it's It's a good fight for a little while. Crawford's hand speed will, just like when Golovkin fought Kell Brook, the hand speed was evident at the beginning of the fight. But as the fight goes on, Canelo's going to start pounding on him. And I think that the fight ends somewhere between the 9th and 12th round.
You really think because of the size difference, he can stop Crawford?
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that anything Canelo hits him with is going to hurt him. He won't be able to catch him early because, like I said, the speed and the foot speed and the hand speed. And Crawford's a heck of a fighter at his own weight. 54, when he fought Madrimov in his last fight, showed us that he can't really, the weight makes a difference. I don't care how much weight he gains and how much he does to try to get up to that level, 168, it's going to make a difference.
History has shown us how dangerous moving up in weight can be. Just ask Kell Brook, who faced Golovkin and suffered a broken eye socket and a brutal defeat. Now, Brook warns Crawford gaining muscle and moving up in weight often means altering fighting styles and how fighters absorb punishment, which can be perilous.
You know, it's a wow. It's a wow fight, you know what I mean? It's two supreme athletes fighting against each other, but you've got to sway towards Canelo. Crawford's gonna have to, you know, move up, and you know, I knew when I boxed Golovkin, you know, there's a big difference, you know, especially with someone that, you know, fighting a middleweight, a mediocre world champion's okay, but when you're fighting someone like, you know, Canelo or Golovkin, it's a different kettle of fish, you know. I have to lean towards Canelo, but you know, Crawford's very, very, very good.
Emphasizes the difference between Crawford and Floyd Mayweather, the one fighter who outboxed Canelo. Mayweather's constant movement frustrated Canelo by never staying still long enough to be hit. But Crawford's style is different. He's a skilled counterpuncher who relies on planting his feet to deliver effective shots. Against a powerful puncher like Canelo, this could be a fatal mistake, giving Canelo a clear target to hit.
Well, I don't know, you know, I think when we look back at Mayweather when he beat Canelo, he's a mover. Crawford's not really like Mayweather in that aspect. It's like he's more, you know, he kind of sets his feet and he's cute with how he approaches chucking shots and moving, you know what I mean? I think it's a different fight to Mayweather, and Canelo's obviously a different fighter from when he boxed Mayweather. But like I say, it's one of them what we've got to tune into and watch. You know, both unbelievable fighters, but I'd have to favour Canelo. Just his size and his experience and just his ring generalship, you know, he's got confidence, he's big, he's strong. You know, Crawford's more of a smaller guy, sharp fighter. You know, he's number one as well, you know. But like I said, in my opinion, I've got to lean towards Canelo.
Just when optimism for Crawford grows, doubts emerge from an unexpected source. Legendary promoter Bob Arum recently questioned Canelo's motivation, suggesting he may be more a businessman than a warrior seeking greatness. This raises the question, is Canelo still hungry, or has success bred complacency? Even so, Arum acknowledges Canelo's mastery at 168 pounds, where his power truly shines. He warns that the weight jump might compromise Crawford's reflexes and speed.
Canelo has shown in his last few fights that he's just a businessman. He's not in there to entertain the public. He just takes the big check. But again, if Canelo really fights, because I think it's safe to say Terence always fights. He doesn't know anything else. So then it could be a very good, interesting fight.
You've always praised Terence as a special fighter. Do you think he can beat Canelo?
Who is Canelo? What Canelo is going to show up? The Canelo who's looking to cash a big check, or the Canelo that really wants to fight like a fighter? Now, the Canelo we've seen the last 2 years is not only boring, but doesn't really have an incentive to mix it up and to entertain people with a good fight.
With the odds seemingly against him, Crawford's best weapon might be his mental toughness. Many experts see this as a potential turning point for boxing, a night where skill and determination could topple brute strength. Greg Hackett describes it as a possible changing of the guard, emphasizing that mental strength can push a fighter beyond physical limits. Gerald Miller echoes this, pointing out Crawford's relentless drive and skill, which could level the playing field. Even Amir Khan believes Crawford's freshness and skill set could expose Canelo's potential decline, making this more than just about weight, it's about prime versus decline.
I'm pulling for Crawford in this one. I think people are underestimating his strength right now and his size. And I think he's a little more hungry than Canelo. So let's see though, but I like both guys, but I'm a little closer to Crawford, so I want to see Crawford can take it.